the promise of a speaker. That is the message of this week's episode of Professional Speaking with me, Fredrik Haren. And today I just want to share a conversation that I had with my friend Martin Perelmuter of the Spotlight Agency. One of the largest speaker bureau in Canada, who works both with celebrity speakers and traditional professional speakers. And I had a conversation with him a couple of days ago about how we should think as speakers when we promote ourselves. And we have this saying, the traditional saying that we hear all the time, that you should under-promise and over-deliver. You under-promise what you can do, and then you go in and you over-deliver so the client is happy. And that can be a great strategy for some people. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for speakers. And the reason it doesn't work is because we cannot under-promise. And here's the reason. When clients select a speaker, they have hundreds or thousands of speakers they could choose from, and they want to pick the exactly right speaker, and they pick that speaker for that slot, and that's it, which means it's a 1-0 game. It's a win or lose game. You cannot almost get a speaking gig. You get it or you don't. And that means that if you under-promise on your abilities to deliver to the client, you most likely will not get the gig because they need to be convinced that you're the right person. So under-promise doesn't work for speakers. Now, you might then think, okay, then what should I do? I should over-promise, and that is a very common approach in speaking, especially for speakers who are starting out, but I would say almost for all speakers. It's there's a few industries where people think that they almost have to over-promise. It's kind of like how everyone feels they have to lie a little bit on their CV, or everyone has to lie a little bit on their online dating profiles, or everyone has to over-promise a little bit on their one-sheets. No, that's not necessarily the case. Actually, it might work in the short run, but in the long run, it doesn't work. Because I am the greatest speaker the world has ever seen. I'm the #1 speaker. I'm the best there is. Okay, fine. You might convince someone you get the speaking gig, but in the long run, if you want to build a professional speaking career over decades, this overselling yourself mentality is unfortunately going to backfire. So then what should you be doing? Well, you should promise and deliver. That sounds logical and easy to do. Promise what you actually can do, and then deliver what you said you would do. Now, common sense advice, except that also doesn't work. And that's what I learned in this conversation that I recently had, is that we cannot just promise and deliver. We should promise what we can deliver. That part is correct. But then we need to do something else. We need to promise and over-deliver. You see, the successful speakers, according to Martin, the successful speakers are the speakers who go in and deliver the speech in a way that they blow everyone out of the water, and people leave the venue feeling, wow, that was an amazing speech, and they pick up their phone or they send an SMS or they post a tweet, and because they are overwhelmed by how great this delivery was. So that's the strategy. You promise what you can't deliver, and then you go in and you over-deliver on that promise, because every speech you ever deliver in your life should be the very best speech that you have ever delivered in your life. This is Fredrik Haren from Professional Speaking, and that is the lesson of the week. Promise and then over-deliver.